Hey everyone, I'm Greeno and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. So we've had a bit of news since we were last together. You can probably see down here, my funds are very low currently, down to about 13,000 euros. And the reason for that is we've been out, we've bought another truck, and we've hired another driver. So we now have not just Alexander working for us, but we also have Vasil. He's not even started yet. I've literally just hired him. He's actually at our garage right now. He's going to be driving this green truck you can see here. The man, we have upgraded it a little bit for him, but only as much as our budget would allow, and I wanted to leave sort of 10,000–15,000 euros kicking around in the account in case of emergencies. So yeah, so there's 3 of us now. That fills up that garage in Leipzig, so the next goal will be to get another garage in another location. Anyway, we'd better get on with the job in hand, try and get some cash in the bank. So let's go and see what kind of jobs are available for us today. So we are still up in Scandinavia. We're in a little town just outside of Stockholm, which I think is called Södertälje or something like that. Apologies for the terrible Swedish pronunciation. So again, for most of the decent jobs, we need to make that short hop into Stockholm to pick it up. There don't seem to be any yachts around at the moment, but there's a lot of cars and vans and the like, so I'm thinking maybe we'll take one of these jobs, we'll go and pick up some vans and drive down to Copenhagen. We've not actually been there yet, so that'll be a good little trip to get into Denmark. My aim is to try and finish off all the little towns around Sweden and probably Norway as well, so we can get a little achievement for each country that we complete. And then we'll move back down into mainland Europe. So maybe Copenhagen will be a good place to get another job back into Scandinavia again. So anyway, let me go and get this set up. And we'll catch up once I've got the load. So you can see here, we have now picked up our load of trucks. All hooked up to the Greeno truck there. And we are going to start making our merry way out of Stockholm, heading southwards in the direction of Denmark. Now we had to stop on the way to pick up this load. It should have only been about an hour's drive or so, but unfortunately I missed a turning, so that added about another hour to the trip. And by the time I arrived to this area of Stockholm, my guy was starting to yawn, so I thought, well, we all know the risks I run, but perhaps we should let him have a little bit of a sleep before we pick up this load, and we'll hopefully that means we'll be able to get all the way through Sweden into Copenhagen without having to rest. As you can see here, it's expecting it to be a 9 hours and 14-minute drive. If we pull up, the next rest stop is in 10 hours and 42 minutes. So if we don't encounter any delays, we should be able to make this all in one go. We might even have enough fuel to do that too. So let's get underway. Let's get out of Stockholm. Lots of roundabouts in Stockholm apparently. And yeah, we'll catch up once we're back out on the open road.
At the roundabout, take the 3rd exit.
I'm pleased to note that Vasil has already started earning. He's picked up a couple of jobs already, so good on him. Hoping to put a little bit of money into the coffers. Hopefully, between the 2 of them, they're going to more than cover the debt repayments we've got. And yeah, help me build up some more funds towards the next garage location. We need 180,000 euros for that. I don't really want to be borrowing money for it, but we'll see. What's this here? A little bit of a traffic incident here. Is it just people trying to join the road? It looks like it. So that's caused a little bit of a delay, but that's okay. We can scoot round it, no problem. So I'm looking forward to this drive. Obviously, some of it's going to be in night time. We're coming up to 9 PM now, so probably the vast majority of it will be in night time. We're heading into Denmark, I assume, unless there is some kind of weird little ferry, will take us across. Is it called the Öresund Bridge? The bridge that links Sweden and Denmark. A really, really long bridge. So that'll be kind of cool to go over if that's the route we're going to take. I look forward to that. yeah, it should be a good one. So let's get a little further into the drive. And yeah, we'll catch up, see what kind of progress we're making. So the sun is starting to set now. It's coming, well, just gone past 10 a.m. 10 p.m. Sorry. Oh, we got those plane kind of things on the left-hand side again. So we must be near to Linköping. I did look them up afterwards. It's pretty cool. They are retired fighter jets from the Swedish Air Force. It is linked to the fact that Saab have manufacturing and whatever in the Linköping area. So, yeah, when they retired these aircraft, they just decided, why not display them by the side of the road? A pretty cool thing to do, I guess. So that's where they sit. So we've not gone very far since I last spoke to you, only about 25 minutes down the road. But this sunset looks really cool. I like that. Very pretty. So we're making pretty good progress. We've not had any delays along the way as such. One thing you will notice, if you look down into the sort of the panel where the sat-nav is, just to the left of the fuel gauge is a little picture of a truck.
Go
Now,
straight on.
this is the indication as to how much damage your truck has sustained. If it's all grey, no damage whatsoever. So that little red bit on the wheels goes to demonstrate. Oh, there's more planes there. They must be doing this all over the place around Linköping. Yeah, the little red bit on the wheels demonstrates that I have sustained some damage to the vehicle. Now, the last drive I was doing when I was heading back up towards the Stockholm area was a nighttime drive. And as I was going along there, on a sort of stretch of country road, there was a crossroads, which I had the right of way for, but presumably some Swedish fella had been on the Akvavit or something like that, and literally just pulled out of the junction right in front of me. There was absolutely nothing I could do except yank the brakes on and hope not to hit him too hard, which thankfully it wasn't too bad a smash, but it has done 7% damage to my cab. So that's going to have to be fixed at some point. But obviously I'd kind of already made the decision. I was going to buy the next truck and hire the driver anyway. So I thought, well, we'll do this next job with a bit of damage to the cab. And once we got the cash in the bank from this one, I'll take it off and get it fixed up again. I'm not sure how much that's going to cost me, but it's probably going to be somewhere in the region of 10,000 euros, I'd guess. Something along those lines. So not terribly happy with that, considering it was on a job where I think I earned 8,000 euros. It was not an ideal situation, but there was literally nothing I could do about it. The AI just stuffed me. Anyway, about 6 hours to go. We're heading into night time. Plough on through Sweden. So we got about 3.5 hours to go. It's not very exciting at the moment because, of course, we're shrouded in darkness, which is a shame because I've really enjoyed the sort of Swedish landscape. Lots of lakes around, lots of forested areas, and a rolling countryside, nothing mountainous. It's been, yeah, really kind of pretty the way it's set up in game. Obviously, like I said earlier in the episode, hoping that once we're delivering into Copenhagen, we can find more jobs back up into Scandinavia. I think I've got about 4 or 5 more cities to do in Sweden to complete all of the Swedish cities in game. There's a lot of like little towns around the Stockholm area which you don't get a lot of different deliveries to. There'll be towns with 1, maybe 2 different places you can deliver to, so they don't pop up that often. They're a little bit tricky to get. But I also want to try and get into Norway now. There's only 4 cities in Norway. We've been to Oslo already, so we've got that one in the bag. But I think the other 3, I mean, that's one of the sort of smallest amounts of cities in any country. So they should in theory, be fairly easy to pick up. But again, I've not seen an awful lot of deliveries to any of them. So I'm going to have to pay a little bit more attention to that, because I'd like to get around there and polish Norway off as well. So that's the plan. bit more Scandinavian action. So hopefully in the next episode, wherever we're heading, we'll be doing it in daylight and you can see a bit more of this Scandinavian countryside again. Anyway, 3 hours to go. Let's plough on. So you can see just to the right of the screen there, we're going to swing onto it any second now. Whoa! I'm not sure if that's Björk driving that lorry. It's fairly avant-garde driving. But we are heading over this bridge. We've just paid a toll of €172 to get onto it, which is a bit steep even by Scandinavian standards. But yeah, I think this is called the Öresund Bridge. Unless I'm very much mistaken, which I often am. This is the longest bridge in all of Europe, isn't it? Oh, there's an aeroplane coming in to land in Copenhagen Airport by the looks of it. That's pretty cool. So yeah, so we're heading over the sea. Must be, yeah, is it the Baltic, I suppose? Guess so, or something like that. But yeah, so that's Copenhagen just in front of us. We're only about 40 minutes away from the destination, but yeah, this is pretty cool. I think this is going to be the first time we head into Denmark. Obviously, we got up into Scandinavia a couple of times. I think we've taken the ferry every time. So there was one from Rostock, I remember, that we took directly up into Sweden. Here we are. We're into Denmark now. And I've been to Poland and back. I think that was in an offline episode. But yeah, so this is the first time we've actually passed into Denmark. So hey, hey, to all the people in Denmark. And there we go. We have discovered Copenhagen. We're apparently just 5 kilometers away from our destination. But there's still 10 minutes. So that's pretty slow going by the looks of it.
Turn left.
I don't think we're going to get down to see the Little Mermaid or anything like that today. But, yeah, obviously there's a bit of the city in front of us there we could go and explore, but we're going to head straight to our delivery point. And if I want to have a little mooch around the city and pick up some of the other dealers of trucks, the recruitment agencies, etc., etc., then I can go and do that once I've made the delivery. We will need to be sleeping again. Let's have a little look how long we've got left here. So yeah, 2 hours and 9 minutes. So normally with about 2 hours left to go, he starts yawning. So what I will probably do is find whatever the next job is. Hopefully one with enough time to go and pick it up.
And then turn left.
So that we can have a little snooze on the way and do it that way. That seems the
Turn
most
left.
sensible thing to do. So we're almost where we need to be. Just swing around here. Seems to be a fairly residential part of Copenhagen. We're mooching through now. Lots of apartments around, that sort of thing. You can see in front of us the red flag there on the sat-nav. So it's going to take us past one question mark. Not quite sure what that's going to be. We'll find out, I guess. Is it going to be a recruitment agency? Is it going to be a truck dealer? Should be coming up on the left-hand side any time now. Hopefully we're close enough to it for us just to pick it up from this main road. Doesn't always work that way. Let's see if we do or not. We might not do. So this one, maybe I'll go and I'll take a left here, detour off the route a little bit. We'll go and pick up whatever that is, because obviously we couldn't get it from here. And if you look at the map here, there seems to be a fairly easy route to go round this way. Yeah, so we've got the
Let's find a new route.
Iveco truck dealer there. That's another one picked up. Obviously at this stage, until you buy your
Get ready
5th
to
truck,
turn right.
you can't buy them online. You have to go and visit the dealer. And it does seem to charge you for doing so.
Turn right.
So you have to be fairly sure what kind of truck you want and find the nearest dealer to where you're currently located, and that will minimise the costs of going to visit that dealer. Bit of a pain, and I only just noticed it happening on the last one. I know when I hired my my other driver, I was charging around all the different dealers looking, and didn't notice the fact that it was taking money out of my account to do so.
Get ready to turn Turn right.
Got to be a little bit careful with that. Anyway, looks like our destination is here. We turn right and it's going to be on the left-hand side. Nice and easy. Round this corner. Don't hit the police car. Don't. Oh, we took out a traffic sign, but that's okay. No one seems to mind that. Not even the policeman who was there.
Get ready.
So,
Turn left.
so where are we turning left? I guess just at the end here.
Turn left.
Wait for this lorry to pass. And we'll swing it in. And there we are. That is the little green symbol for where we're delivering to. So let's take a look at the quick parking job. It's not a very big yard, so it should be fairly simple. Still can't do the reversing. Look at that. You can't get much easier than that. So we'll just drive it up into this little slot here. Fairly close into the wall. Without scraping the cab. There we go. Just straighten up a little bit. And it's going to turn green any second now. There we go. Another successful delivery made. Let's see how much money we've made this time. So, overall, 23,492 euros. That helps out. Gives us a bit more of a buffer. So if we see how much that gives us in the bank now, we've got nearly 35,000 euros. The other guys are starting to chip in a little bit too. It's going to be a while before we're in a position to grab that next garage, obviously. But maybe in 3 or 4 episodes' time, that'll be the goal. I've got an idea where I want to put it to. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. It's a shame so much of it was in the dark, but cool to get into Denmark. Cool to go over that big bridge, even if it cost me 172 euros to do it. But yeah, if you did enjoy it, please drop me a like. And if you've got any comments about this episode or the series as a whole so far, I would love to see them below too. And don't forget, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, click on that button and come and hop on the Greenobus. There's plenty of room for you all. It just remains for me to thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Some more action here in Euro Truck Simulator 2. Bye for now.